Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cash Out Khalid. Man, thanks for visiting this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please like this. But again, this is going to be a channel where we get to the bag. Okay. Again, we're going to talk about everything. We just cashing out. Okay. I was on here talking about Uber before. We're going to talk about that. You're going to keep on getting tips on that. You're also going to get tips on just how to cash out, the different things out there, how we can make money in this economy. So this one, I'm going to come on here and talk about um, me and my partner, which is my brother. We just purchased a rental property, or we're in the works of purchasing a rental property. So I'm going to be coming on here telling y'all step by step as far as what's going on, how I did it. We're going to go through the good, bad, and the ugly and see how it turns out. I know uh, a lot of times on HGTV, you see somebody who they buy a property, they fix it up, and they make all the money, but they skip all of the little steps. The little steps they skip. So I just wanted to bring the real to y'all as far as real estate goes, bring the real to y'all as far as Turo goes, bring the real to y'all as far as Airbnb goes, and just bring the real on all these plays. Okay. And that's why this is called the Cash Out Playbook, because I'm gonna be running these plays for you. Now, me and my brother bought we're in the process of buying a home. So first, how do we find a home? Okay, that's the first thing. How do we actually find a home? Well, we found a home because we have I've signed up with a bunch of wholesalers, and these wholesalers will call me. Now, what a wholesaler is a wholesaler is somebody who markets for people. They market for distressed properties. So the properties that people have to get out of because of foreclosure, because they don't want them anymore, but they don't want to put the house on the market. They just want to get rid of it and they just want cash for it. So there's a number of things, but wholesalers market to these people. If you have the entire real estate market, distressed properties are probably like under 1%. So they go to those distressed properties, or those not distressed properties, distressed sellers. Okay, those distressed sellers are probably like under 1% that need to get out of their house, because people would what? They'll want to leave their property, or excuse me, they would want to sell their property for the highest dollar, like you would want to sell your house for the highest amount. So if you wanted to sell your home for the highest amount, you want to get it to as many people as possible. So you would hire a real estate agent and he would put it on the market, because putting it on the market would give you the most eyeballs possible. Okay. Putting it on the market would give you the most eyeballs possible on your property. So you would give the real estate agent your property, and he would put it on the market, and you would get the highest dollar in general for doing this. You would get the highest dollar in general. So these people who are selling to wholesalers, they're looking to sell fast. I always say people either want to sell for the most money, or they want to sell fast. And the reason why people have to sell fast is because maybe their house is being foreclosed on. So they need to sell it like yesterday. Or maybe they're losing it for some other reason. So if they're losing it for some other reason, they need to let it go. They need to sell it under value. Or maybe they're just trying to get out of it. Maybe they don't want to, for whatever reason. But those are wholesalers. So wholesalers find these properties, and then once the wholesaler finds these properties, he sells them to end buyers. So I'm an end buyer. Now I can go out there and market for properties also, but I don't want to spend my time doing that. What happens is a wholesaler will find a property, let's just say for 50,000, and maybe the house is worth 100,000. So he'll get it for 50,000, and he might sell it for 70,000, which to the buyer is a deal because his house is worth $100,000. So why would somebody do that? You may be asking your question, why would somebody do that? People do all types of things for a whole lot of reasons. houses. Okay, so don't get stuck on that. There's people out there who want to sell houses. They want to sell it quick. These wholesalers market to them, and they get paid by picking up what's in between. So me and my partner, we were looking for houses, actively looking for houses, and a wholesaler sent me a house. So a wholesaler sent me a house, and I made an appointment to go see the home. So I went to go see the home, walked through the home, and I walked through the home. I took pictures of the home. So I walked through the home, took pictures of the home. And again, I'm a real estate agent. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a real estate investor. I'm also a property manager. And I do YouTube. And I also do side gigs if you want also. All right. I do drive a little bit of Uber also because I like it. So we walked through this property, and I've walked through tons of properties, but I didn't rest on my own laurels as far as, okay, how much, because it was distressed. What happened is somebody was going to fix it up, but I don't know if they ran out of money or what the situation was, but they just kind of stopped in the middle of it. So this is a house where the subflooring was already down. The HVAC was in there, so it had the ductwork had already been done. The furnace is in there, the hot water tank is in there, the condenser is in there also. What else? It's been painted, but I'll be painting it over. And also, what's weird about it, was super weird to me, is upstairs the vent is on the floor. Okay, most of the times the vent should be in the wall or it should be on the ceiling, but this vent is in the floor upstairs. That's kind of weird. It didn't throw me off too much. What I liked about this property also is that it's already made for a half bath downstairs. So it's already made for that. So all of that was in. So everything for the most part was in. I don't know about the electric. It's in a rough area, a super rough area in North Philly. But the reason that I bought this property, or the reason why we're in motion of buying this property, and we put an offer on it, the offer was accepted. The offer was accepted, and now we put the deposit in. So now we close on October 12th, God willing. So I went through the property, looked at the property, and I also took pictures and also took video, or there was a video. What I did is I sent that to a general contractor that I know. So we picked it up for, we got them down to like 55,000. Okay. We got them down to like 55,000. So closing costs are going to be around $3,000-$4,000. So if we take that, and I took that, and then I sent the pictures. I sent those pictures and a video to my general contractor. So he came back and said, okay, you're probably looking around 45 to 55,000. I said, okay, 45 to 55,000. So when I crunched the numbers, I said, okay, he's saying, so let's just round it off to like 50,000. All right, we're going to round to 50,000. We're getting it for around 50,000. If we want to round up 55,000, so if we want to round everything up, just say 110,000. So we should be in this property for 110,000. So if we're in this property for 110,000, the comps in the area go up to like 160. So if we take the 160, and I'm gonna do this here on a calculator. If we take the 160, now that looks to be our after return value, ARV. So if you hear that, ARV. So what you want to do is you want to use either the 65% or 70%. Why is that? The reason why you want to use that is because when you go to refinance, that's what usually, and different banks have different rates, but the bank will say, okay, and I'm gonna put this in in easy terms first. So if your house is worth, if it appraises for 100,000 and the bank says we're going to give you 70%, they're going to give you 70,000, but they're going to make you keep some money in the bank, or equity, not money in the bank, equity. They're going to make sure that you keep some equity in the house. So if it's 100,000 and they're going to give you 70%, they give you 70%, they're going to give you $70,000. So in my example, if we think it's going to come in at 160 and we're saying, okay, they're going to give us back $70,000 or 70%. So if they give us back 70%, that's $112,000. So we said, okay, if we round everything up and we took our purchase price, let's just say it's 55, and we said, okay, we're going to put $55,000 in this property. So if we put $55,000, now that's 110. If we're at 110 and this property praises for 160, now what's going to happen is that we'll get that 112,000, we'll pay the 110, okay? We'll pay the 110, and then we'll have $2,000 left over. Now, just say we're going to break even. Let's say break even. But we're going to break even, and now we have this property. Now we have this cash flowing property. So we're going to have this mortgage of 160. So if we have this mortgage of 160, let's see here. If I use a mortgage calculator, give me 1 second. I'm going to use this mortgage calculator. So if we use this mortgage calculator, if the loan is 160, we got a 30-year loan. Let's just say our interest is 4%. All right. So our interest is 4%. So now that gives us, and this is really, really rough, that gives us a payment of $764. So if we have a payment of $764, okay, stay with me. Where's my calculator at? So we should probably be able to rent this out on the low end for $1,200. All right, $1,200. All right, we're going to be in it for $764. So it comes out to $436. So we'll be making $436 a month on this property. All right. And that's if it comes in at $1,200. We probably can go and sell it. So if we wanted to sell it and we got 160 for it, and we were all in 110. Let's see, 110. Then we will make 50,000. We make 50,000 off of it. Now, of course, as we make the 50,000, Uncle Sam's going to swoop in and take like 1/3 of it. So that's the thing about flipping also. But anyway, I'll be coming to y'all week to week, letting y'all know blow for blow what's happening with this. I'm probably going to pick a day. I'm probably going to pick a day to talk about each hustle, okay? Or let's just not say hustle, because that sometimes gets a bad connotation. I'm going to take a day by day, or I'm going to pick one day to talk about each cash out play. All right. So this play is the rental play. And again, I'm going to take y'all from step one from A to Z. So stay tuned to this channel. Again, click on subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you guys are coming back regularly, because I'm gonna be updating this regularly. Okay. So again, this is the pregame right now. This is the pregame. We sold a house. I got a house from a wholesaler, and now what is going to happen is we're purchasing the house from him. So when we're purchasing the house from him, this is our closing date is October 12th. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get one of my contractors over there, whoever the first contractor is. I'm going to try to get them over there. So as soon as we close that day or that next day, work is being done. Work is being done. Okay. So that's what I'm doing on the rental side. If you have any questions, put it in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back to you, y'all. But first things first, let me back up a little bit. Where am I getting the money? Where is the money coming from? That's step one. Step one in real estate, as far as buying a home or flipping a home or buying a home, whatever it is. First things first. First things first is that you need to have the finances. So where are my finances coming from? My finances are coming from a bank, other people's money. Okay, you got to be looking at other people's money. One of the top things that other people look at before they lend you a home is your credit. You got to be up on your credit. In this day and age, there's just no excuse not to be up on your credit. I also have a credit improvement program. So if you are looking for credit repair or credit improvement help, let me know, because I can do that for you. But anyway, not to get on that, because I'm not looking to sell you on that. However you get it, you need to get it, but you need to improve your credit. You cannot let your credit just go by the waste. You can't. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a quick game on credit. The two biggest factors in your credit is, number one, your payment history, and number two, your credit utilization. That's 65% of your credit score are these two things. Now, payments, you just can't have no late payments. You got to be paying on time. But if you do have late payments and they're false late payments, you need to get them off. You need to get them off. Here's newsflash, okay? Credit repair, you can do it yourself. And I have a credit repair, credit improvement company, but you can do it yourself. You can go online and you can find out what letters to send to the credit bureau. You can do that. But the only thing is that you're probably what letters to send, number one, and you got to be diligent, because credit bureaus play games. They do a little bit of this and they do a little bit of that. Okay. So if you're not skilled in it, meaning that you're not persistent, knowing what you're doing and sending out information, what needs to be said, who it needs to be sent to, sometimes a lot of people get lost in the applesauce, and that's why they hire a credit repair. So anyway, getting back to how to get this money, you have to have good credit. You have to. When people are looking at giving you money, you have to have good credit. So anyway, how am I buying this property? I'm buying this property through a credit card that I have, a credit card that has a balance of like $30,000 on it. I'm buying it through that. But what it has is it has 6 months. Okay. It has 6 months of interest of 0% interest. So this rehab shouldn't really take but maybe 2 or 3 months. This rehab should really take 2 to 3 months. So we're going to get in here, bust it out. But anyway, this is step by step. So how did I get the money? I got the money from going to a bank and getting a credit card where they gave me $30,000, and I got it through my LLC. That's another big tip, is having a LLC. In this day and age of COVID, you have to have an LLC, and you got to have good credit. If you want to be on and popping in this space, as far as just, man, getting anything, getting other people's money, getting the banks to fund you, getting private equity, you have to have good credit, and you want to have an LLC. So if you don't know how to do LLCs, we can do that also. We can do that also. So I just wanted to come on here, let you guys know, as far as my first step is, we do have a property under contract. How did I get the property under contract? Because I had a credit card that had some money on it, and I was able to turn that money into cash, and now we have a property. Today it should be under contract because we sent the deposit to them. And next week I'll tell you what's going on in this channel. Definitely make sure you subscribe because I'll be going into the property, showing you the block. The block is hot. I see some dope boys out there the other day. Okay, but you gotta get in before the turn. That's the key about it. You gotta get in before the turn. So anyway, I'm not gonna make this video super long. Subscribe, please comment whether you like it or whether you don't like it. You want me to shut my big face, but this is the Cash Out Playbook. I'm gonna be coming on here a lot, telling y'all these plays that we running so we can cash out. All right, y'all, it's Khaled, Cash Out Khaled. Take care.